Bakit siya ganyan? Bakit ang tahimik
Look,
niya?
she's right there, not talking to us. She probably thinks she's better than us.
Bakit di ka nagsasalita? Ano problema mo? Ayoko yung kausap. Di naman marunong makipag-usap yan. Tingnan mo. Di man lang nakikisama. Feeling niya ang ganda-ganda niya.
Don't you just hate being misunderstood? I'm sure I'm not the only introvert that have heard those hurtful words being said right in front of their face, or whispers on the side, or just straight up people talking about you. And in this video, I will be talking about the top 4 misconceptions about introverts and how I personally handle them. And on top of that, I will also make an eyeshadow look with this palette from Etude House. It's like a pink neutral eyeshadow look. So keep watching, guys. Actually, before I get started, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Jill. I am a streamer on Twitch and I am also an aspiring vlogger here on YouTube. I'm pretty new, so please bear with me. And I would just like to let you guys know that if you click the like and the subscribe button, it'll really help me boost up in the YouTube algorithm, and at the same time, I will be able to reach out to more introverts like you and me, and extroverts or ambiverts that try to understand introverts like us. So the very first misconception that I would like to talk about is something I personally get a lot. It is arrogant, or along the lines of that, like judgmental or masungit. The masungit part, it's something that I get a lot because of my face as well, because I have like a RBF. If you don't know what that means, please do Google it. I don't want to say it. Here, let me show you. And this is me just not smiling. So that's like one reason why I always get it. Another reason is because I'm an introvert, and as an introvert, I like to keep to myself. I like to be quiet and just ponder in my own thoughts. So people tend to think that if you're not talking to them, if you're like having your own world somewhere in a corner, they would think that you're either too good for them or they're not good enough for you to talk to. So for the first step, take this color and put it all over your lid. So us introverts, we like to keep to ourselves. And just because an introvert isn't talking to you doesn't mean that introvert is thinking about you or thinking anything bad or like thinking of an evil plan or anything. It's nothing like that. Our peace is with our own thoughts. That's it. Step number 2. Antisocial / boring. And also the second step is take this shining, shimmering, splendid and place it in the middle of your lid. With antisocial, we also get invited to parties, to get-togethers. A lot of times we say no because we don't really feel comfortable around a lot of people. So you have to understand that introverts like to socialize in a completely different way compared to our opposites. In a whole party, would be the ones to have the one-on-one conversation right there. Or we would rather be the watchers, the ones that cheer on you during the party games rather than the one that will participate in the party games. When it comes to boring, you will be surprised that most of your really deep conversations actually come from introverts. Just because we're quiet and in a corner doesn't mean that we're boring. It's just that we haven't warmed up to you yet to socialize the way you want to. Once our walls are down, you will have one of the most interesting conversations, one of the most interesting relationships with an introvert. Third step, get an angled brush like this and get this pink color and put it in the outer of your eye. Third one is disrespectful. You also put this in the bottom of your eye. It's so nice. Us introverts, we have a social battery. And this social battery gets charged with solitude, time with our thoughts, etc., etc. Introvert things. Every interaction that we have, that battery gets drained little by little. So as introverts, we like to be straight to the point. And because we like to be straight to the point, we actually don't like small talk. And a lot of people that, if they try to engage with small talk with you, they find it rude if you don't engage back. For example, a lot of people try to do small talk with me, and they would ask, like simple small talk, like, hey, how's the weather? Looks good. And I would say, yeah, it's sunny. And defensive. I wouldn't say anything back, especially if it's someone that I don't know. And people take that against you. It means kind of goes back to number one. It makes them feel judged. It makes them feel not good enough for you. And it's really not that. We just take a lot of time to warm up to someone. Because of that social battery, we tend to take our social interactions in bits and pieces. It stops being labeled negatively for something that you don't mean to do. Next step is this one, the brown one. You put it in your crease. So I have this story about a coworker. He's someone that I've never met before, but we had worked together. And then he asked me if I'm from this certain place, Philippines. Kind of caught me by surprise. So I said, no, but she is, sir. Pointed him to someone that's actually from that place. So that I thought that he will have a more meaningful conversation with that person. You take a blending brush and then you blend the hard edges. At the end of the day, I found out that he thought that I was being disrespectful to him, and that, here's the funny part, he thought that I hated that place and that I hated the people from that place as well. Just from my simple interaction with him. Weird how he was able to draw that from me, but at the same time, I would think that sucks. I'm labeled as disrespectful when all I wanted was to lead him to someone that will give him a better conversation. Sometimes people think the worst about you even if they just met you. Okay, the last one that I want to talk about, and on top of that, this is a highlight stick from Etude House. You put it in the inner corner of your eye. The last one is introverts cannot be leaders. Now, that is a very, very big misconception. I know a lot of introverts that are really good leaders. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and to name a few local talent, Megan Young. Miss World is an introvert. I follow her blog. She even said it herself. The Gossip Pal sisters, Elodie and Ashley. Just because you're an introvert doesn't mean that you're limited. Doesn't mean that you cannot be assertive. Doesn't mean that you can't stand up for yourself. Doesn't mean that you cannot be a leader. As introverts, we just have to take extra steps. We just have to break a little bit more walls, just have to approach things differently. Actually, regarding this topic, I actually went to John Robert Powers for 1 year about this and how to break out of your shell, how to grow, how to be assertive as an introvert. If you guys want me to make a video about that, please do let me know in the comment section down below. And also, I will do my eyeliner. I usually just do the last part of my eye, wing it out, and then I tightline it. I don't wear mascara because I have eyelash extension. Here's the last part. This is how I handle those misconceptions about us. So I handle it in 2 steps. The first one is to learn. Under that, you will have to look back at what caused them to misunderstand you. Maybe it really is your fault. With that story about my coworker thinking that I hated people from a certain place, which is completely not true, I looked back and I thought, maybe it's the tone of my voice. Maybe it's my face when I said it. Like, I would take the time to think, maybe I did something wrong. And I tried to learn from that. The other side of that is, what if you didn't do anything wrong? You can't please everyone. It's just how the world is. You can't please everyone. If you know you didn't do anything, then that's okay. Don't let others drag you down just because of what they think. Especially if you know that you didn't do anything wrong. Just because someone says that you're good doesn't make you better. And just because someone says you're bad doesn't make you evil. What people say about you doesn't define you. There's my video, guys. If you want any specific topics you would like me to make a video about, please do let me know in the comment section or join my Discord. It's linked down below. And also, if you like my video, click the like and the subscribe button. It'll really help me reach out to more people like you and me, and more people that would like to understand us. So I am about to start streaming. I'm ready to stream now. So I stream at twitch.tv/JacTheRipper07. I stream 4 times a week. And if you guys want to hang out or even ask questions, I will be right there to answer your questions as soon as you type them. So please do check out my Twitch, link in the description down below. And I will see you guys on my next video.